Hi students, hope everyone is fine and safe. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to my new video, and today's video is about another interesting concept in the subject electrical and electronics engineering. Today we are going to see what is minterm, what is meant by sum of product, and what is meant by canonical form. This video is very important video being a first year student. This video forms the basic for your digital electronics and as well as digital logic circuits. First, before going to this video, you got to understand what is minterm and maxterm. Minterm and maxterm are two important concepts in Boolean algebra, where this forms the basics for your digital logic circuits. So today we will see what is meant by minterm and how to represent it in a canonical form, what is meant by sum of product, right? And as I said before, minterm and maxterm are very important concept in Boolean algebra. Normally we will express a logical function in a logical variables using an inputs, and the combination of input produces different outputs, right? So we already know what is meant by Boolean algebra and Boolean expression, and here we are going to see two important concepts. One is sum of product and product of sum. Sum of product and product of sum. Where you have to literally understand sum of product refers to minterm. Minterm. Whereas product of sum refers to maxterm. Maxterm. This is very important, and in this video we will concentrate on minterm. And before that you have to understand what is meant by sum of product and product of sum. From the name itself you can understand sum of product, right? Sum of product, that which means there will be a product and you are going to add those products. That is called as sum of products, correct? Right? So you can see this expression which is represented as sum of product. These are the products A and B dash, B, C, C dash D. All these are products, and you are going to sum all these three products. That is why it is called as sum of products, right? And what is meant by product of sum? Product of sum, from the name itself we can understand there should be a sum, right? That is A plus B, B plus C, C plus A, something like that, right? There should be a sum and product of those sums. So it has to be a product of those sums, right? And that is what given as product of sum here. So you can see here A dash plus B dash, this is one sum, this is one sum, and this is one sum, and product of that sum. So you will understand what is sum of product and what is product of sum. And now this sum of product is referred as minterm, right? And in this minterm, you will understand it is the product term containing all the inputs. It can be either complemented or non-complemented. You can see here it can be A or B dash, which it can be with complement form or without complement form, right? But it should be a sum of these products, right? That is why it is called as SOP, right? And this can be referred as minterms, right? And now you'll understand here, we will take three variables A, B and C, and we will see how this minterms can be represented, right? I'll show a truth table for this minterm. So you can see this is the truth table for minterm, just for an example here, right? And you don't want to get confused here. You have to understand the basic concept of minterm. According to minterm, it is very normal. How will you represent, say for example, if it is A, normally what you will do is, you will consider this as 1, right? And if it is A dash, we will consider it as 0. That is any complement form, right? Any bar you will consider it as 0, or you can say that this is the normal form and this complement is 0, correct? Right? So any real form here is 1 and any complement form is 0, right? That is how normally we will take, right? That is applicable for minterm, right? So now for this truth table we are taking three variables A, B and C, right? So if it is A, B and C, this inputs, right? How will I write this inputs? You can see it starts from 0 till 7. Why I am stopping at 7 is we will consider like 4 to 1 code, right? So we can write this input as 0, 0, 0 and then 1. This is 1, right? And then I have to consider 2 and then 3 and then 4, which is 1, 0, 0 and 5, 1, 0, 1 and 6 and then 7, 7, 7, everything becomes 1, right? That is what written here, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Clear? Right? And now the minterm. We know that according to minterm, if it is 0, it is complement form, right? We know this is in A, this is B and this is C, right? And we have to represent in minterm, we have to represent all the inputs as product, right? And now you can see here A, B and C, right? Whereas all are 0. So we can write it as A bar, B bar and C bar, right? And here it's 0, 0, 1. So I'll write it as A bar, B bar and C. Whereas this is 0, 1, 0, where B is full form, these two are complements. You can see A bar, B, C bar. And you can see this 0, 1, 1, it is A bar and B, C. Here it's only A and then it is B bar, C bar. Here it's only A, B bar and C. Here it is A, B and C bar. And here it is 1, 1, 1, so it's A, B, C. Very simple. If it is 1, we have to consider it as real form. A, right? If it is 0, we have to consider it as complement form, right? And now, how will you write canonical form, right? This is just a truth table for minterm. Say for example, if you got any output, just for an example I'm telling, this is the truth table. Say for example, you have a problem and for that particular problem, corresponding these inputs, they have given the output as 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Like this they have given, right? Now, how will I find out the canonical form for this minterm, right? I already said one particular rule in minterm. If it is 0, that is, it is a complement form, right? If it is 1, it is the whole form, right? And how will I write the canonical form? In minterm, we have to consider only one output. We don't want to worry about 0 output, right? So one output is, we have to consider this one, we have to consider this one, we have to consider this one, and we have to consider this one, right? And we know that what is minterm? Minterm is nothing but sum of product. It is nothing but sum of product, correct? So how will I write this? You see here, I consider this y, right? Y is equal to, I consider this one A bar, B, C bar, correct? This term and then this term plus, because we know that it is sum of product, right? This one, this A bar, B and C, and similarly we're going to consider this one which is plus A, B bar, C bar, correct? And then this term plus A, B, C bar, correct? So I consider only all these ones, right? So now this is called as canonical form of this particular problem. If the question is given like this, if this is the output, this is the canonical form of this particular problem, right? Now you understand what is canonical form, and we can also write this as, since this is a sum of product, I can represent like this, right? Summation of m, right? And then you can see this value, right? What is this value? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 2, 3, 4, 6, the corresponding ones, right? The one and its corresponding values. So we can write it as 2, 3, 4 and 6. This is how we can simplify this particular expression. Clear? This is called as canonical form, right? So what we have done, we have taken only the output which is having 1 and then we have added all those products, right? And then I have represented, simplified this in this particular version, right? So whatever I said, you can see here, in minterm, zeros are assigned with bar letter and 1 are assigned with unbar letter, right? Within the row, all are multiplied, right? And choose only output 1. So we can see here, this is the same expression which we obtained. A, B, C bar, A bar, B, C, A, B bar, C and A, B, C. This is the canonical form, right? And how will you simplify that expression, right? Each input is assigned with its equivalent decimal value and we can simplify this as 2, 3, 4 and 6. The summation is because it is sum of product, right? That is what we have written here, right? So it is 2, 3, 4, 6. You can see here 2, 3, 4, 6, right? So this is very basic information about min term, right? So this min term, this sum of product, you have to be very clear with the rules and regulation, because this is the very basic information where this is going to help you in solving the K map, which we see in subsequent videos, right? So today what we have seen is, we have seen what is meant by min term, what is meant by sum of product, right? And how to obtain the canonical form of min term and how to simplify the min term expression, right? I believe this video will be very useful for you. Thank you, my dear students.